Let's take another ride, this time in Istanbul. I like that you can set the times of day. Like, it's kind of interesting to be driving at dawn compared to day, dusk and night. Like, they all have different feels. You can change the weather. Like, I know you can do this in racing games, but in free roam games usually the weather's just however it is. Let's try and cause some chaos on a motorbike. Why not? There's always 4 points to start from. It kind of feels like they had some really good ideas in Driv3r and then they were just like, nah, what? We just don't feel like making them into a competent game. Like, we've got good ideas, so what more do we need? And obviously the answer was some good programming and less glitches. So motorbikes handle a little bit differently to the cars and they're kind of easy to fall off. But you can zip in between things, which is a big advantage because cars are kind of hard to zip in between things on. Now, one thing there is in Istanbul is a tram. I will try and find the trams. If you hit other people on bikes, you can knock them off. Sometimes you knock yourself off as well. Let's see if we can do it. Nope. We just sort of merged into each other. We're now elbow brothers. I don't know exactly what that entails, but we're elbow brothers nonetheless. So there's a few police around here. I like that they show up on the minimap. Like, you're not just ambushed when you're speeding. You'd have a little chance to... We went through a red light, only just, but the police are very hot on traffic infractions. So, we better lose them. Another cool system in this game is that if you're inside a car and you lose the police and then you change to another car, as long as they didn't see your face for too long, you can lose your wanted level altogether. But if they did see your face, then it's you yourself that's wanted and not the car. And like, it seems like such a simple concept, but something like that in terms of realism is just, you know, it can make or break a game really. So I think we've got the type of wanted where you can't just get off your bike and... I know! It's the bike that's wanted, so we're going to swap to a car so that the police don't suspect a thing. Why, here comes one now. Let's say hello. Hello, police. We're just a law-abiding citizen. Ha! They bought it. Nice. Okay. Now, where are the trams? Take me to the trams. I think it's the blue section of map, so we just need to head upwards on the map. Potentially north, but mostly upwards. Now, is the frame rate any better? Because I imagine in 1500 bit rate it might be a bit more low quality. But if it makes it less choppy, then we're willing to trade off for now, and we'll try and get that sorted by the next retro lounge. Just gonna pop into that guy. Oh, he's turned around. He's pissed. He's gone through our car. He's gone through our car completely, and we've stolen his bike. Well, that was an interesting way to steal a bike off someone and break the laws of physics. We're just going to roll on by the police car. It makes for some tense encounters when you go past police cars and you're just like, yep, nothing to see here. Definitely not armed and dangerous. Hey mate, guess what? Oh. It was kind of in the darkness, but you might have seen me punt a guy off his bike. You might have seen that, maybe. The driving just feels so nice. I can't believe that they didn't work this hard on the rest of the game. Like, I love driving around in Driv3r. I think it's one of the best free roam games. It's just the rest of it, like, the story mode's alright. The missions, some of them, once the driving's good, the shooty shoot is pretty bad. It's pretty dire. There's a good selection of guns, but just the aiming and the whole target reticule thing doesn't really work too well. That guy in his Renault Alpine just steering all over the road. You know, you go where you want, mate. Forget about it. There's a crane up there in the distance. We're going to go over the bridge. Yeah, people seem to just steer wherever they want, like, including me, obviously. But there's some people on these roads that are just swerving all over the place. There goes our bonnet. See you later, bonnet. Another interesting thing is that the police actually do go after other civilians. So if someone else commits some sort of road traffic, what are the police doing? Police, what are you doing? Police, what are you doing? That's a tree. That's a fence. I would drive off the road to see what they're doing, but it'll probably get us wanted by them, so we're just going to leave the police to it. Hey, there's a motorcyclist. Guess what, motorcyclist? Oh, he stopped. So I believe this blue section is the trams. I was wrong. The trams are around here though. I think it's just a sort of... Maybe this is like their A roads. It's definitely not their motorways. I stopped to read chat for 1 second, Preston. You've caused this. They had some sort of like cocaine in their donuts. Look, they definitely did. Yo, calm, please, calm down. Please, come on. My dudes, I've done nothing wrong. Right, we're going to go on this unfinished section of road to make our getaway. This is definitely a good idea. Oh, the bridge... Well, the bridge ended, but we didn't even get to go off the end of the bridge before the police decided to punt us. So, cheers for that. They've actually made it harder for themselves, though, because I've got away. Luckily for them, I crash into walls, so... You know, no damage done. Yeah, my car's like got several flat tyres, so this is pretty hard to control at the moment. We're just running on flats. But I can see in the distance there's a little red mark, so maybe we'll try and go to that, see what's up there. See you later, police. Okay, something's marked on the map, but we can't actually get up high enough. I'm going to run away and hope that they don't shoot me in the back. They're pretty likely to shoot me in the back. Should we send them some grenades? Let's just... Police mate, stop following me. Oh, well, there you go. They've actually agreed to stop following me. Or have they? No, they haven't. And they went up in a cloud of smoke. One thing I do like about this game is if there's a car that's destroyed, you can still just get in it. You can sit in the car like, yeah, where you going? Nowhere is the answer. You're not going anywhere. I think there's a cop somewhere here, so we're going to prepare to get absolutely shot to pieces in a second. Where's the cop? There he is. That did it. So it's a bit like GTA in that, like, if the police get on you, you end up just literally obliterating the police until there's nobody left. Innocent man, can you get out of my way? And stop being so innocent. Okay, now we've got the full fury of the Istanbul police force on us. I think we need to go into hiding. Someone's not happy with the traffic. I think we've caused a bit of a traffic jam with just like abandoned police cars in the road. Now if we could only get up here, we could find out what all that red dot was about on the map. It looks like a big old row of... Just a big wall that we can't get past though. I think there's a police car literally following us. There is. Have a grenade. Have a grenade. Oh, more police. If we get shot once, then we die. So, we've got to be pretty careful. It's just backing away simulator 2019. We're just backing away. There's nowhere to get up here. There's literally no way to get up here. We're going to get shot in the back. I'm calling it now. We're going to get absolutely shot. How many police cars have we summoned here? Yo, my dudes. Yo, what's up? Party time, yeah. And a flying police car. Fix the bitrate issues? Yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. Okay, so what's next? Survival mode's next. I'm glad you asked. One of the driving games in this video game is survival mode. Now, you probably know about survival mode, but if you don't, you're about to learn. It is like LA Rush, isn't it? The cars are just flying in the air. Right, here goes. Now, if you remember, we had a challenge belt episode on driver survival modes as well. It was pretty close, but I think AJ did just a little bit better than me on these. So, one tactic here is to drive in circles and just watch all the police cars also driving in circles. It's a bit Italian job. I don't know if you've... Whoa! Whoa, okay. We're just going to go into a block of flats and take to the skies. Go, go, go! It's the start of the Nice rally, and they're off. Down this little side road. And it's a dead end. Where can we go now? Oh, up here. We're going to make our escape on the freeway. Are there police cars on the freeway? No, there are not. Good. If only I could do a 3-point turn. We've actually got away from them. This is a first. But there's more police to come. Yeah, they've found us. This is a pretty good run though. Like a minute and anything in Nice is absolutely a good run. Because you've got the cops on foot who are shooting at us. You've got the cops in their cars who are ramming us. Like, it doesn't get much harder than Nice. Luckily, this is a straight road, so we can just keep going down it and hopefully outrun the police. But it's going to end... Mr. T-Bone, do you mind? We're going to go in the park. In fact, Mr. T-Bone actually helped us out there. We've just taken to the park, which has a very narrow entrance. Oh, but the police are here. And I wrecked my vehicle. I wrecked it. Me. That was me that wrecked it. It wasn't the police. We're going to give that another couple of goes. I think survival mode is one of the most fun modes in Driv3r. Mainly because the police are just so brutal that, like, it takes quite a lot of skill to survive more than sort of 30-40 seconds. You have to just pick a route and set off. There's a few things you can do to help though. If you can get on a rooftop, that's a pretty fair way of not getting any police on you for a bit. You can run through the mosque in Istanbul, which, while sacrilegious, is a tactic. And if you're in Miami, then you better just pray, because there's not really any tactics to keep the police off your tail in Miami. We're going to use this off-ramp. The frame rate is absolutely tanking. This isn't Twitch. This is just the frame rate of the game. But we haven't taken any damage so far, and we're doing pretty well as we come onto the wrong side of the road. No, we're on the right side of the road. Nice. Okay. This is a route. I'm going to have to remember this for future survival modes. It's weird because I'm saying, oh yeah, the survival mode's so brutal, but actually, so far, we've had two of the best survivals I've ever had in Nice, so that's a win. Which is probably the first win of this stream, considering the frame rate issues and whatnot, but we're getting there now. Apparently, well, I looked down for 1 second and we hit a tree. We've dropped to 38% drop frames throughout the entire stream, which must mean we've not dropped many frames recently. So I'm glad we've probably fixed that. Yeah, how am I easily evading these cops now? This is like a minute and a half. If I'd done this for the challenge belt video, I would have won. That being said, my car is now destroyed. Should we do one in Miami? Let's do a survival in Miami. I'm feeling a bit more sunshine state. Is that Miami or is that California? I could just be wrong. So we're in a different car for this one. How's the quality of the stream though at 1500 bit rate? Because do I look like I'm 8-bit? Yeah, maybe my dad just stopped watching the cricket. Apparently England did well today. That's all I really know about the cricket. So we're in a different car. It's quite a nice little sort of... whoa, okay. Sort of a foreign ambassador style car, I would call it. Like, you know, the sort of thing you'd see in a motorcade with flags draped off the edge of it. Whoop. We'll just avoid them. Whoa, hey, excuse me. What are you doing to my backside? Oh, there we go. They've done the old flipperoo. That's and some 8-bit graphics for you for a moment. Yeah, that's a genuine police tactic. That's the old flipperoo. I'm glad we fixed the... and it's only taken 48 minutes of stream. So yeah, unless we find a solution to streaming higher quality, this is what we'll be streaming in from now on for the Retro Lounge. Now we've made our way into a little tight area. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I was going to say, usually if you get into a little tight area, the police can't do much because they tend to be quite bad at getting in. That being said, the police did pretty well here because they've literally found us immediately. What we can do, which is going to make the police absolutely confused, is hide out here. Now not only are we kind of glitched into a wall, the police are like, hey look, there he is! I've ruined my car. Hey! We got him. Unfortunately, it's also flipped our car sideways somehow. So, that's probably going to be the end of the fun. And a wonderful viewpoint there to end. Let's use the film director to show you some of the police action from The Chase. Not the TV show. So we'll fast forward a little bit. I love film director mode. I used to spend hours in this. I had like... on my original save file, I had like little films called because you could have like 7 characters, so they'd be like R.I.P. Bob, R.I.P. Jim, just like nicknaming Tanner as. I was a pretty sad child, you know. But yeah, the tripod cam is where it's at. Position your tripod cam where the action's at. Set a little bit of zoom. Lock it to my car. I will zoom out a little bit. And then watch the action happen. For some reason it's now in the car. Great. And what you can also do is have first person camera, but from the police's point of view. Like here. I'm going to ram into a wall. There I go. That's what the police were thinking. So yeah, the replay mode, while slightly broken sometimes, is pretty good. One thing it did do, if you saved a replay that was like 10 minutes or so, it'd actually end your run differently. So sometimes, yeah, there we go, AJ's got it. So sometimes you'd end it by doing an amazing jump into the sea and you'd be like, I'm going to make a film out of that, and then you'd just blow up and you'd be like, that didn't happen. I didn't blow up, what are you talking about? And the game would be like, yeah, no, you blew up, mate. You definitely blew up. I watched it. And you're just like, not sure about that one, mate. Now, I'm trying to remember which the mission where you have to stay above a certain speed. Is it 18-wheeler? I think it might be 18-wheeler you have to stay above 50 miles an hour in. If not, we'll try a different one. But we're going to try some of the most fun missions in Driv3r as well, because I'm trying to show a better side to the game, you know. Yeah, the drop frames issue seems to be fixed, so that's good. We're going to skip the cutscene. And hit a gate on our way out. Why is it night time? Why is it night time? I can't see. I need to be able to see. Help me see. I'm in the hills of Nice. Oh, is it Booby Trap? Okay, we're going to play Booby Trap instead, because AJ knows what the missions are and I don't. Like, I did play this as a kid, but I only really got to the Miami missions before I ended up just taking a ride more than I'd play missions. It's not like the best story in the world. It's just like, yeah, Tanner does some driving. Yeah. Previously on Driv3r. Or Driv3r, as they should have pronounced it. Yeah, cheers for that. Lomas telling us something. Here we go.
It's Lomas.
We've got to keep our speed above 50 miles an hour.
Ditch this car.
So literally, we cannot go under 50 miles an hour. The thing decreases when we go over 50 miles an hour, and we don't have to go much over 50. But in twisty, turny, Nice roads, it's not the easiest thing to do. I didn't realise that was a bus stop. Huh, Lomas is dead. What about me? I'm dead too. The car exploded. I was in the car with Lomas.
We gotta ditch this car.
Right, we've got to ditch this car. We're going to try and do a little bit faster driving this time. I was a bit hesitant the first time, which is not a good way to be when you have to keep your speed above 50 miles an hour. Oh, okay, we're sweet. Out the way, I need to... The thing is, other people on the road don't realise you have to go above 50, so it's like, please get out of my way. Please just allow me to... Oh dear. And the problem is, if you hit something, getting back up to 50, yeah. I love the way it just fires you forwards. It's just like, hey, you've exploded.
It's Lomas.
It's Lomas. Get some wheels.
We gotta ditch this car.
I thought the guy in the car with us was Lomas. Why is he calling me on the phone if he's in the car? He's literally, hey, it's Lomas. I know, you're sitting right next to me. You don't have to tell me who you are. Like, if I go around AJ's, I go, hey, it's Nay, and they're like, we know, we can see you. You've been here a while. Yeah, we're going to be hearing that a lot unless I get better at this mission. I mean, yeah, I suppose there is the possibility he's calling someone else, but then I don't want to hear it. So I'm guessing we shouldn't go up the twisty turny road to our right. I think that would be insta-doom. So we're just going to keep it at about... Ah, why are people stopped? Who invented red lights? I want to know. Who invented the colour red? People just in our way here. Don't they realise we have to go above 50 miles an hour, just like in that one film where someone has to go above 50 miles an hour? So we're not going to jump off the edge there. I reckon that would be certain death as well. We're just going to have to go around the coast of Nice. Very fast. Well, not, I mean, 50 miles an hour isn't very fast until you try and do it on, like... Thanks, Fiat. Cheers for that. Until you try and do it on tiny roads, and then it's like, wow, 50 miles an hour is actually quite fast. But yeah, the fun you can have with Driv3r, it's like, if you don't expect too much out of it, you'll have a good time. If you're expecting like a GTA clone or something that's competently put together and works every single time, then no. But there's definitely some really redeeming features to it. Like, to unlock some of the hidden features at the end, you have to find and kill Tommy Vermicelli's, who are like a parody of GTA 3's main character. That's pretty cool. So we need to get to there. I'm trying to... Where's the objective? Is it? It's moving. Oh, it's a car. Okay. Yo, mate. Mate. I'm mate.
Then I want you to drive
mate.
right back to Fabienne.
Okay, right. Okay, Lomas is safe. That's all that matters, apparently. Now we've got to drive into Fabienne's truck and bail out, so we can't go under 50 miles an hour yet. Oh, but we're going to. I hope there's checkpoints. I honestly hope there's checkpoints. Yes, okay, there's checkpoints. So instead of taking the stairs... Nope, that's not going to work either. Bad plan. Bad plan, Nay. Bad Nay. Okay, so we're above 50. If we can just... If we could just flip the car, that's definitely us going above 50. Yeah, Tanner's just like... Oh, my car's exploded. Right, let's keep it above 50. Just do a barrel roll for fun. Note that we were still going like 30 miles an hour while doing a barrel roll. It's just not going too well, is it? Doing a U-turn? It's just impossible at 50 miles an hour. Okay, here we go. We're going to go 50, and then we're going to do most of the turning while still going 50. And then we're just going to have to... There we go. Go. Oh, for goodness sake, man. It doesn't give you any time. At least we haven't got Lomas going, hey, it's Lomas. Right, we're going to get up lots of speed. And then lose some of it. But retain enough speed. Go, 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 go. Ah, we got to 41, man. This is like the hardest mission for some reason. I'm just struggling with like making it back up onto the road at a decent speed. Maybe we won't worry about turning around for now. There we go, we'll just get back up onto the road. Then we'll get to 50. And then we'll sort of do a little U-turn when we feel like it. Especially when there's no trees about, because I could just crash into the trees if that... Come on. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, man. We got to 50. We got to... I'm annoyed. We'll get there. This is... It's a good mission. I've got to say, it's a fun mission. It's just... You know, when there's rocks in the way... It's just not as good. It's not as good, is it? We've worked out that's not the way to do it. Right, here we go. We're gonna use the strats. We're gonna get up on the road while still going 50. And we're gonna turn around before it's got any chance. Yes. Okay. Good. 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 Now we just got to find Fabienne's truck. Where are you hiding, Fabienne? You presumably French person? I assume if they're in Nice and called Fabienne, it's safe to assume that they're French. People are just driving into us now. It's not even fair, man. I'm sure if we wrecked the car, it'll be like, yeah, you wrecked your car. Like, I'm trying to drive faster. I've got to take the bends. There's bends in the road. There's women screaming. I know, it's just like screaming at me like, you're not going 50. I'm like, I know, you made it very hard. I'm sure there's like a set of roads we can take that are going to make it easier though. I think partially it's me, partially it's the mission. So we're going to swap over onto this side. Not do that. We're going to get back up to 50. And then we're going to try and take some slightly straighter roads so that we don't have to slow down as much. I think that's going to be the strat here. So then we're going to take this road, which is fairly straight. As long as we don't crash into anything, we're usually alright. Just about. It gives you just about enough time to get from 0 to 50. And that's it. So I'm assuming Fabienne's car is on this road somewhere. It looks like it is. But the indicator in driver is never quite to be believed. So we're just gonna... Where does this road go? Like, I can't stop to think for a second because the car's gonna detonate, so... I'm drifting, I'm drifting. Give me drift points. Yeah, you know, I think a car being propelled through your living room window whilst on fire is one of the most unsettling scenarios I can think of, really. When you're watching EastEnders of an evening. Or an afternoon, because it looks like the afternoon here. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting near Fabienne's car. We're drifting. But oh, come on, man. I think we'll leave that one there. Not because I can't do it, but because I won't do it. It's like can't cook, won't cook. Can't do the mission, won't do the mission. Next up, it's a driving game. Let's do a quick chase. What I like about this is it kind of allows you to be the police. You're not the actual police. You're more like sort of one of the gangs in the game. But it's sort of a cops and robbers kind of scenario. But it allows you to experience the kind of thrill the police have of like, hey, we're chasing this guy down. Which is cool. There's the old mosque call as we go. Now we get to shoot out of our car as well. We've got a passenger who likes to shoot. And we've got to destroy Jericho, who's in the car in front of us. This is all too reminiscent of Driver San Francisco, except it's in Istanbul. Driver Istanbul. Unfortunately, Jericho drives a lot better than I do, so might be hard. Sometimes they do crash though and like do quite a lot of damage to themselves in the process, so we're going to hope for that. I can see him on the mini-map, I can't actually see him in front of us. I do have some driving skills in this game. Not all of the driving skills, just some of them. The problem with the targeting reticle thing is I can't actually move it. It moves with the car, so like I have to line it up by driving towards Jericho, which is fine because that's what we in general trying to do. But I lost him, did I? I lost him. I'm sorry, I lost him. Yeah, Jericho isn't flinging cars at us with his mind powers, which is kind of nice. It makes a nice change from Driver San Francisco, actually. There we go. We're much more on his tail this time. The problem is though, cars in this game do a really tight turning circle. Like if you turn right, they're gone. You lose so much speed trying to follow someone turning. Because I don't know where he's going to go. Like if I learned his route, it would be a lot easier. But he doesn't really have a set route in this mode. He just sort of runs away. And for some reason drives into houses. There's just a guy stuck on our car. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna observe this. Jericho's stuck. Haha, dickhead. Go, go, go. Another cool thing about Driv3r, which we didn't really mention in the Beatdown video, is there's a peel out button. So you can just like take off as normal, but if you want to do some wheel smoke and like look as if you're actually trying to take off as fast as you possibly can, you can press the circle button to do a peel out, which is kind of cool. I enjoy that kind of attention to detail because like what other game has a peel out button? It's just not a usual thing, is it? That's not even Jericho's car. I admit there were two burgundy cars, and we got the wrong one. One more try. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna watch. So if Jericho could just like crash into a wall again, that would be amazing because. We did most of the damage on him when he was, you know, in our sights right in front of us. There we go. Like that, mate. Where's he going? Straight past us. Cool. Problem is if he, like, crashes and then turns after crashing, you can quite easily lose him as well. It's just so easy to lose someone you're tailing. I think that's part of what made some of the missions annoying, is you do have to tail people. And, like, destroying cars is a pain. Anything with guns is a pain, and chasing people is a pain. Other than that, it's a good game, but you know, what else can you make missions out of? At least there's not too many stealth missions as far as I recall. Where's Jericho? Oh. This way, mate. Yeah, there you go. You go in front of us. You take the lead. Oh great, there's just like some other dude with a gun. He's like running after us now, that's great. Cheers for that. It's a high pressure chase sequence. And now our bonnet's flipped up. I can't see, bonnet. There we go. It's done us a favour and fallen off. That's much better. There he is. Punt. Was that the saddest punt of all time? John Boys will tell you. He's getting away though. Jericho, mate, come back. I haven't punted you enough. Whoa. What happened there? He just sort of pinged across the screen like, way. I need a replay of that ending. Like, what actually happened? Now the question is, can we watch from Jericho's point of view? And the answer is no. So don't ask. Let's fast forward to the point where something happened. I don't know quite what happened, but Jericho like pinged into something and literally just he exploded himself. Like we didn't damage him all that much in that run. He did most of the damage to himself. A couple of punts here and there. There we go. He ran away up the street. Now, if only we had the Benny Hill theme music. And that was my best Benny Hill theme impression. So, I don't know. Benny Hill's in chat or whatever. So, here's the end of the chase coming up. How far can we go with this? Because we actually need to see what happens to Jericho. But he's kind of in the distance. Like, is he... That's about the best view we can get, I think. It's somewhere over here. Oh, there he is. Hold on. He literally just appeared. Or is that... That's not Jericho, is it? That's not Jericho. That's why. So where's Jericho? See, this is what we mean about replay mode being a little bit unreliable. Like, you can never truly see what you actually want to see. It kind of changes what really happened. So I don't know where Jericho is at the minute. Like, no, we don't want slow-mo. I want to zoom. I want to see what... There he is. Hold up. So he just appears and, like, out of nowhere skids into a wall. And then what happens? I suppose that does all his damage. Let's put a bit of slow-mo on it as well. Yeah, literally. There we go. So he appears, skids into a wall, then drives into the wall, thus wrecking his car. Well done, Jericho. You're smart, mate. You're so smart. They can't wreck me if I wreck myself. Universe brain. Yeah, he's just not very good. So we're going to go to Miami to do a couple of things that I like to do. The first one, I'm pretty sure, is around here. There's different starting points that remind me of different things to do. Hopefully we'll find one or two of them in Miami, because Driver's a good game for just driving around, finding secret cars, finding the Timmy Vermicellis. You know, just finding your own fun, because there are things to do. And maybe we'll even go to the Armory and find out what that's all about. The Armory's like a little blue dot on the map, so we'll know where that is if we go past it. And that's the message you get once you've killed all 10 Timmy Vermicellis. Luckily, what I've done is loaded up a save file where I have killed all 30 Timmy Vermicellis in the game. So in Istanbul, Nice and Miami we can go to the Armory and find the secrets. Another cool thing about Driver is the thrill cam, which is this. It's like a sort of third-person movie camera that's like, hey, look at how cool Tanner looks, except you can't see where you're going. But apart from that, it's a pretty good camera. There's a big painting on the side of the road there, for some reason. Now, one of the bridges is not this one. It is... Okay, it's up there. We'll head for the bridge, because there's a fun thing you can do in the bridge. I want to show you all the cool little things I did as a kid in Driv3r, because, you know, if you can't have fun with games as a kid, then I feel like we expect too much out of AAA games sometimes. Like, obviously this wasn't exactly a AAA game, like Atari and Reflections were doing their best. But, you know, sometimes we're like, oh, I want all this fun presented to me on a plate, and sometimes it's good. Like, you know, Yakuza's just like, here's a load of fun. You're like, cheers for that. That was fun. But then sometimes you just have to sort of do a Sniper 2 and make your own fun with the old Harry you don't smells and all that sort of thing, or your kid dies. Well, they were trying to make fun of the mafia connections in GTA 3. They were like, hey, look, it's the Timmy Vermicelli, you got to kill him because he's in GTA 3. And then GTA 3 responded by making a mission where you have a stupid cop called Tanner. So, you know, they weren't holding anything back. It's quite a fun rivalry between Atari and Reflections and Rockstar at the time. You know, I enjoy games that are decent competing against each other and being like, haha, we know you exist, you know what I mean? It's sort of like the UFC doesn't acknowledge Bellator, but if it did, it could be like, hey, these guys, look, they're putting on Old Man Fight League. And it'd be funny. It's that sort of thing. Bit of a weird analogy, actually, thinking about it, but you know what I mean. So there's a monorail. We can have some fun with the monorail too. But not yet. Because I'm heading for the bridge. Now most bridges in Driv3r are just normal bridges. But there's one bridge in particular that is not a normal bridge. And that's this third bridge that we're coming up on now. Just going to get tooted by several people. Oh, there we go. AJ's laying down the facts. So what we're going to do, we're going to leave our car here. And we're going to hop out for a minute. We're going to cross the road. What's in here? Oh look, it's like a control room. And there's a big red button. Well, a big screen. I wonder what this does. Oh hey, it lifts the bridge. But I need to get across. Not going to happen. See, that time no one got trapped on the bridge. But, you ask, what happens if somebody does? Well, I'm more than happy to oblige and show you what happens. So we're gonna put the bridge down, because you can hear there's a traffic jam for me. Everyone's like, yo man, I need to get across. What we're gonna do, we're gonna park just here. Do you mind, mate? Do you mind? I'm trying to do the bridge. People trying to run me over. And then we lift the bridge up. Some people have got stuck on it, including us and our car. Oh hey, what's that? Local man crushed by car. Not quite. But yeah, that's a fun thing you can do. There's a man stuck. Hey mate. He's making grunting noises at me. Be a shame if there was a grenade just stuck right next to you, wouldn't it, mate? He's fallen over. I was only trying to help him out the bridge. Please, mate. I was just trying to help. I was trying to help him. They just don't understand. We need a new car now. Oh, there's one. Looks like no one's using it. Oh, I meant to put the siren on, but of course I just jumped out of the car because I forgot. They used L1 as the jump out of car button, which I feel like wasn't the greatest idea in the world. So what I'm going to do, we're going to choose a new car and I'll show you the monorail trick, because the monorail trick's also quite fun. There's some good little things you can do. I'm going to turn the cops off so we don't get shot to death. I'm going to take a bike and we're going to pop over here. There we go. AJ's laying down the facts about Tommy Vermicelli. Vermicetti? I don't know, whatever they've called him. One of them's the real one of them's the fake one. So yeah, if you get a bike and then you find somewhere to alight the monorail. No, a light's getting off. That always confuses me. It sounds like it should be getting on, but it's getting off. Then again, to be fair, you'd use one of these staircases whether you were getting on or alighting. Here we are. Oh look, it's a staircase. Motorcycles can go up staircases. So look, there's a monorail on a tram on the monorail, but you can also drive along it on a bike. Which is pretty cool because you can get up some pretty high speeds. The only problem is you're quite high up. So if you do fall off, you really do fall off. Let's see how fast we can go. We're going to go around this corner. We might run it. Oh, no. Tanner's being overly dramatic there. We literally just fell slightly. Oh, hey, there's a different car. Let's take that. No, a light means... Yeah, I thought for ages it meant get on. And then when I found out, I was like, oh, a light. Guess it's on fire then. Okay, so the armory's over there. Which means we'll have to go over there. You can't set a marker in this game, which is one of the worst things. Because I want to go over there, but I need to remember kind of how to do it. So I've just got to remember the direction to bear in. Straight forwards. Okay, I can do that. I like the range of cars in this game. They're kind of like semi-licensed. Like this looks a bit like a Lamborghini, but isn't. I don't know. They obviously, I guess they couldn't get the licenses, but they just made them look an awful lot like the cars they were supposed to be. Don't like motorcyclists a great deal. We're going to use this little bit of freeway here to get where we need to go. I quite like the design of Miami. It does feel quite American roads-ish to me. Like I haven't really been on American roads, but it feels like what they might feel like if I had. Yeah, like it seems like a GTA clone, but there's so many little subtle differences that I like. I'm sort of like, they did well, but they also did incredibly badly. Like, there's some things that I just enjoy, and then there's some things where I'm like, you could have made it so that cars don't fall through the floor at the slightest touch. Like, there's some things you might have wanted to fix before releasing this game. Like, I guess they were rushing it out a bit because GTA 3 and I think Vice City was on its way, so they're like, wow, we're behind the game here. But if they'd have made it into the really competent and nice game, maybe people would have liked it a bit more. Do you mind? Every time I take my eyes off the screen, I'm just like, oh, we've crashed, have we? So we are on our way to the first armory. We're going to do all 3 armories, but this is the first of them. This one's just a house. Now, different things happen when you go in the armory. This one is pretty crazy. So we're going to park our car out front. We're going to pop over here. Someone's got like a little nuclear bunker in their back garden. This is where you got to go for your inner refuge. This is called 18-wheeler anarchy mode. And I hope you're ready, because I certainly am not. Now, why would you call a mode 18-wheeler anarchy mode? I mean, it just... What is 18-wheeler anarchy mode? You know, I know what the words mean separately, but when you put them all together, it's just confusion. Well, do you remember survival mode with the cops and how they were pretty brutal? It's that, but the cops are 18-wheelers. There's one! Although, that one has no trailer, so actually it's just the semis that, like, pull. Oh dear. The semis that pull 18-wheelers, but, you know, who's making the distinction? If you got people chasing you, you got people chasing you. That's just how it be. So they've got the same AI as the cops in survival mode, but obviously they're quite a bit heavier, and we're like, heavy cars in this game are heavy anyway, like, they absolutely do a lot of damage. Oh dear. Oh dear. They can make you go very fast as well. If they get behind you and they give you a bump draft, you're just basically going in a straight line until you crash. So yeah, 18-wheeler anarchy mode. A good unlock. If you kill all the Tommy, everyone like that with an Italian name, then you unlock the anarchy mode. And literally, they go so fast, they go at the speed of a normal car, if not faster. Just gonna back away here. I'm backing away. I'm backing away. Please don't kill me. I'm backing away. Oh, the anarchy. Oh, the anarchy. Oh, the manatee. There we go. So they've actually gone in there, which means we can get away from them. for a moment. They probably won't be too long though before they're up behind us again. Because they reset as well. Just like the police, they kind of spawn behind you. Oh yeah, he's a-coming. I can see on the map they're not far behind. That being said, we've actually escaped the 18-wheelers, which is not something I thought I would say. We're just going to plough it into a tree, because of course we are. I was going to wait for the inevitable 18-wheeler death, but he's got stuck on a building. Should we go and see him? You're not an 18-wheeler. Hey mate. Hey, 18-wheeler. Hey. Okay, we've got like the tiniest bit of health left. If anything hits us, we're dead. That didn't count as damage, apparently. Oh no, that's the car. Okay. I forgot it wasn't survival mode. Then again, standing in the road when there's 18-wheelers coming at you. Hey mate. Hey mate. Mate, do you need a hand? Haha! He's actually wrecked it. He's only gone and wrecked it. Haha! Got you, mate. And it's piloted by Tommy Vermicelli's. Look, there they are. You alright, mate? Also, if car parts don't land on flat ground, you can hear that noise of just... They just sort of infinitely jumble around until they do land on a flat bit of ground. Where's more 18-wheelers? Hey Tommies! Hey Tommies! Hey Tommies! I wonder if we can just kill... Hold on. Can I shoot them through the windscreen? Oh, this is a tactic. We're not even taking damage here. Haha! I can get in one. Yes, give me your car. Get out, Tommy. Okay, now we're in the driving seat. Quite literally, we're in the driving seat. Because we're driving. Now. Semi-trailer versus semi-trailer. Who wins? Also, these seem to... Yeah, these do have the physics of like a normal car. Because I can feel like it's faster than the normal semi-trailer. Hey, okay, they don't want any of this. Look at that, they've got like infinite mass on here. It's tanking the frame rate though. It is absolutely tanking the frame rate. What happens when we go into a motorcycle? Well, if the frame rate lets us see, very little. We just knock the bloke off. Okay, somebody clip that. Somebody clip that, please. That was just absolute destruction. Oh. Driv3r was a good idea. Anyone who says it's a bad game, even us, should just be forced to play it until they like it. Come at me, bro. Bro, come at me. Come at me, bro. It's a wall. It's a wall. You see, son, when two 18-wheelers love each other very much, then this ensues. The funny thing is, because the Vermicellis can't get out of their car, it's actually... Oh, they can. I lied. They can get out of the car. It is a better tactic, though, to blow... Oh, that's a grenade. That was indeed a grenade. However, that was a pretty epic run, I'm sure you'll all agree. There's a little green flash in the background, which is interesting, because that happens for no reason sometimes, but you can catch it in your film director replays. Thank you, Steve. You the MVP. So that was pretty fun. What's heavier than an 18-wheeler? Answer, an 18-wheeler with a trailer attached, which you can do in Nice. In Nice, one of the options, or at least in everywhere, one of the options is you can drive with a trailer on. And if you go to the top of this hill, you can reverse, get your trailer and use absolute speed to crash into something. So we're going to do that, make a replay of it and see what we can achieve in artistic brilliance. Basically, we're just going to mess about. because this game is a really good mess about game. I think because of all the glitches, it's kind of ruined itself as a serious open world sort of crime action thriller. But as a mess around game, it's absolutely hilarious. So we're just going to do that. There we go. So this is our new film called 18-Wheeler Hits Wall. In cinemas, never. So of course, the opening sequence is us backing up to our trailer. And then, obviously, we go down the hill. But here is the action shot. This is what's going to win us the Oscar for Best Direction. We're going to put a little bit of Chariots of Fire behind it, you know, the do-do-do-do-do. So we're going to get a good little viewpoint. Feel like we could move back a little bit more. But maybe we'll, if we track the trailer, it should be cool. Here we go. So just imagine do 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 do. Oscar worthy. Definitely. Gonna show you something else you can do in Miami. In Nice. I don't know why I said Miami. In Nice. What you need, grab yourself one motorcycle. Go to this high up start point again. This was like one of my other favourite things to do. I think we showcased this in the Beatdown as well, but it's worth doing again because it's just funny. Yeah, I've heard about that. I don't know what to say really. Like I haven't seen the film that got an Oscar that probably wasn't great, but if you have and you didn't like it, then yeah, wasn't great, was it? Apparently. So we're going to go up here. You know, it's a pretty normal road. You got your little bit coming here. You got a bridge. But what the developers forgot to do with this bridge was apply gravity to it. So we're going to park our bike atop this bridge. We're going to jump off. And then we're going to get our silenced gun out. Just so no one hears it. And we're going to shoot the bridge. So the bridge falls onto a car, which, I mean, the car's in the bridge as well. But our bike's still in the air. Should we rescue it? There we go. If you shoot one of the tyres out, your bike will fall. Why? Nobody knows. It's just, that's just how it is. Like, it doesn't intrinsically make it a bad game, but I just have much more fun messing around with the game than I do playing it seriously. Now, one good point. I'm going to do like one bad point, one good point with Driv3r, because I can acknowledge there are things that are pretty terrible about it. And then there's things that are absolutely amazing. So, what happens if you tailgate someone and sort of get them to be a bit on edge? What if you sort of crash into them a little bit as well? Just a bit. That might have been too much. If they get out, yeah, if they get out of their car, it's too much. You have to choose another victim. You have to just bump into them a little bit every now and then. But they sort of lose all sense of being a civilian car and literally just go a bit off the rails. If you do it right, there we go, they start bouncing around. Why? I don't know. They drive faster than the speed limit. And then like they'll sort of drive off the roads. One time I had a guy like infinitely reverse. He just decided he'd had enough of me and he just reversed off into the distance, like accelerating as he went. Sometimes you can do too much. See if he starts up again. But I just think it's interesting, like, it's kind of like the juiced, pressured racing system, like. Sometimes they'll just take off, they'll be like, I've had enough of this, and like, zoom off. I think it's cool to kind of think what mindset they're in. There we go, look, he's taking that turn like an absolute twazzock. What's he doing? Oh, that might be too much. If you turn them the wrong way around, usually they'll get out of their car. Let's try and turn him the right way around. Let's get him back on track. Come on, mate. Come on, we got this. We got this. There we go. Here we go. He's shooting off. He's zooming off now. Sometimes they'll go through red lights if you make them. It's just one of those little endearing things where it's like, you know, you didn't have to make people get stressed. Oh, I think he's given up. I think he's had enough of our bullying for one day. Let's go to the armory in Nice and see what happens. Surely it can't be something particularly different to 18-wheeler anarchy mode, can it? Spoilers, it can. I quite enjoy first-person driver mode as well. Like, I'm not usually one for first-person cameras, but it just seems to make sense in driver. And go. Throw yourself at the wall. Just because we can. That was a 9.6 difficulty stunt. 10s from the judges there. I mean, I'm having fun playing it again. This is the thing, like, whenever you do it and you get some of the glitches out and you just have fun with it, it is a good game. It's not like... Obviously, the bad games Beatdown part of it, partly for the paid review scores, partly just because it's glitchy as anything. But, you know, if you can get fun out of a game, then... It's like the Sniper 2. We had a lot of fun with that, and it was a monumentally worse game. There's a little bit in here. Cars tend to make quite a squeaky noise up here. There's something that makes like a squeaky noise, and I can't really figure out what it is. But it's an effect that the developers just left in the game. They were like, yeah, things make squeaky noises sometimes. That's just how it is. So we'll see if we hear the old squeaky noise. We need to go up these steps. It's quite a dangerous extra mode, this one. This is called Fugitive Mode. Now in Fugitive Mode, the civilians act like... I think it arms all the civilians. Let's see. Okay. I thought it gave civilians guns. Oh, no, I think it does. Someone's shooting at us. Yeah, there's more civilians with guns. There's not all civilians with guns, but quite a lot of them, a good proportion of the civilians have guns. So it makes it a little bit harder to get out and about in Nice. Gonna be honest, when everyone has a gun, it's pretty difficult to get out and about in Nice. We're gonna take a back road. This is one thing I do like. They've modelled Nice quite nicely. Like, the back roads and the twisty, windy roads feel good. It's such a good and bad game that it's just hard to hate and hard to love. It's just one of these, like... 60% is literally about right for it. Yeah, I think maybe it's once you're running away, but people are just like, hey, there's that fugitive man, let's shoot him. This is Nice's answer to Lombard Street in San Francisco. But it's drifty, it's like Ebisu. It's Nice's Ebisu, that's what it is. Go on, get the back end sliding. This is like a front wheel drive car, isn't it? We're doing good. Oh yes, slide the back end out, here we go. True drifto. They're going to be calling me the Drift King soon. Or something. Maybe they'll just keep calling me the Bitrate King. People are still shooting us. It's a national emergency. Whoa! What? What? If you wouldn't mind just putting your guns down for a second, guys. Could you please just... They're not listening to me. Ah, someone shot my wheel out. How dare you? I'm going into the sea as a protest. Unfortunately, there's invisible walls everywhere, so right, the car's done. The car's done. We're gonna run. We're gonna run away. Of course, we got shot in the back, so that happened. One last thing in Nice. One more thing. If you remember Jackie Chan adventures from back in the day, then you're a real OG. We're going to head not to the armory, but to somewhere a little bit more fun. In fact, I might actually change the start point because it's quite a long way away. But yeah, sometimes as a kid I'd sort of set myself a little start point and an end point and try and get to it within an allotted time, or just something, because the driving felt so nice. I wanted to set myself challenges in game, and I know AJ had a sort of rally thing going on where he'd set himself little rally stages to do within the time, and I think Driv3r just lends itself to kind of customizing it yourself and being like, oh hey, I'm going to make my own fun with this good driving model. It's a bit glitchy, but we'll just sort it out. It'll all even out. Another thing is pavements. If you go over pavements in a bike, like every now and then it'll just sort of send your bike upwards instead of over the pavement, which is weird considering, you know, pavements don't tend to affect... There you go. The pavement was just so solid that it sent us careering into that car, even though we could literally just hop up it. At points you're not allowed to hop up it. It's like, no, pavement's well solid, mate. It's like a wall. Right, here's what I wanted to show you, the spiral run. So you have to get up to the centre as quick as possible. So it spirals in on itself. You have to sort of avoid all these houses and narrow streets. I love the modelling in this, like it's absolutely beautiful version of Nice. Up here. It's almost like they did everything right except the things that they didn't do right. Which I suppose is the case for anything, but there's a few things they could have got a little bit better. Ooh, what's that? That looks interesting. I know what it is. I'm just playing with it. It's a ramp. We're going to ramp off it, of course. Let's give ourselves a little run up. I'm wondering whether we can come from down here or whether that's going to absolutely... Oh no, that shouldn't throw us off our bike. Right, we're going to try and ramp from here. Didn't work. Did not work. Well, take two. Take two of that one. That was just a practice. Tanner sort of chickened out at the last moment. Here we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're flying now. Worth it. Absolutely worth every second of that. There we go, there's a curb just flipping us off. But the maps are also quite big as well. It's not like they just give you a little corner of Nice to play with. What's going on, AJ? What are you complaining about, protesting about? Whoa, whoa, hey mate, hey, do you literally mind? That's what people who knock me off my bike get. I don't enjoy it. Guess I better do that to myself then. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Problem with the bike is it accelerates so fast you end up at like terminal velocity before you can even think. And like with the pavement thing built in, it's just like, whoa, where are we going? AJ's done a clip. He's done a clip. Finally, he's joined the clipping crew. Well done, AJ. Many more to come. Tanner just sitting up straight there on his bike. You can make him... Alright, mate! He stayed on though, to be fair to him. I need something to ramp off. This is just a straight road. I'm getting up all the speed and nothing to ramp off. See if we can get a pedestrian. There we go, there's one. We did a backflip, guys. We did a backflip. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, well, I guess murder me then. So I had a special ending in mind for this stream. We're going to go to Istanbul. It's going to be daytime. The cops are going to be off. It's going to be dry. We're not going to take a boat. We haven't taken any boats in this. Should we take a boat? Let's take a boat. This isn't the ending. This is just me showing you what taking a boat is like. Because not a lot of games have boats. It's not often that you get to drive a boat in a game. So it's worth looking at. It's not to be ignored in a game. I think GTA 3, could you drive boats? Maybe. But before that, it was kind of unheard of. It was like, that's not a boat though. That's just, I've accidentally selected a car. Let's not select a car. Let's actually select the boat this time. I don't know how that occurred. I've got 53 warnings about dropped frames. That's quite a few. Hopefully it's been alright since we changed the settings. Anyway. Here's the boat. There's a few weird things about the boat. Number one is if you go into the thrill cam mode, because you have to press the shoot button and the L1 button, you end up just shooting. You can't not shoot in thrill mode. Which is weird, because you end up just being this guy who's driving along, driving his boat and shooting stuff. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. There's some like floating houses out here somewhere. Probably won't be able to find them, but they've got a Tommy Vermicelli in if you haven't already killed him. But the main thing with boats in Driv3r is if you walk up the steps while you jump, you die. You just die. That's it. You died. You're dead. Do not jump and walk up the steps of a boat. It is a health hazard and you will die. This is a public service announcement on behalf of Tanner. Anyway, we're going to Istanbul. And we're going to do a little thing called Infinite Mass. Not Sunday Mass, Infinite Mass. So if you kill all the Tommy Vermicellis in an area and you go to the armory, you get a little special cheat. And that cheat in Istanbul is Infinite Mass, which is probably some of the most fun you can have with Driv3r. So we're going to get out onto this little side road. You have to go to the armory, so there's a little bit of build up. You can get hype while I drive to the armory. Got a nice little old car here actually. It's not even a little banger, it's quite nice. I would rally in this. I'm going to drive out to the main freeway in Istanbul. I don't know what it's called, it's just the freeway. Is that a Claims Direct reference? Have you had an accident at work, on a boat, or in a public place? Do you think you could be owed thousands by the makers of said boat? Well, if you're not already dead, then call Claims Direct for you direct. Yeah, you know, I had one of those like nonsense calls earlier on this week. I was literally like walking up to the station to like, I think I was walking away from the station because I'd just finished work, and I got a call and it was like, you know those kind of robotic voices that are supposed to sound like humans. It was like, yeah, we've had some information about an accident that you were innocent or something. And I was like, how can you be innocent in an accident? Like, it's an accident. Like, you can be at fault, but you can't be guilty of an accident. That doesn't make any sense. And I was like, you got to try harder to convince me you're not robots. Like, it's bad enough with the PPI bots. You may be owed PPI by Barclays Inc. You're like, yeah, I don't think so. I just doubt it somehow. Two identical people sitting on a bench there just popped in. The pop-in is if you watch stuff on the edge of the screen, the pop-in is absolutely horrendous. If you just kind of tune it out, it's not that bad. Anyway, the armory is up ahead on this little road around. We're nearly there. Now, infinite mass is a fun cheat. It's something that I wish nearly all games had with cars. That's normal mass. That's just, you know, if you have a normal crash, that's what happens. We'll see what happens with a bit more mass once we get to the armory. I'm reading chat again. Just remind me, do not read chat and drive. It's going to be like all the rallies. It's not going to help. There's a warrant out for AJ's arrest. I'm going to take over Armbar Arcade solo. So I think you're safe. So there's a little house here. And if we go in the little house, you know, as you would, if it was your house. It's very dark. That's one complaint I have of this house. It is actually quite hard to see where you're going. There we go. It's down here. Somewhere. Down here. Maybe. It's incredibly difficult to see where you're going. Okay, that's out. I literally can't see a thing. I may well have to turn the brightness on my TV up. This door? Is that a door? Is anything a door? When is a door not a door? It's when it's ajar. There we go, down the stairs. And then down some more stairs. That's the one. Infinite mass mode unlocked. Now, this is probably the best thing you can do in Driv3r. You have to kill all the Timmy Vermicellis and you have to unlock Istanbul. So you have to play through most of the game to actually get this. You also have to kind of be able to find your way around a house in the dark. Sleepwalking. There's the door. Give me the door, give me the door, give me the door. I'm stuck on a table. Come on. Okay, let's... Whoa! I'm trying to show infinite mass mode. If you make me drive to the armory again, I'm going to be annoyed. So, we're going to jump in a car, because you need a car for this. And then we're just going to crash into someone. Maybe a bit faster. There we go. We've got infinite mass. It's hard to tell at the minute, but it'll become obvious. Although actually our health, I'm worried for our health. I might have to turn invincibility on and then try this one more time because yeah, we are really bleeding health. We died from car crashes. Right, we're just going to do a little reset. In which I'm going to grab the 18, like a big truck for a start. That's plan number one, is grab a big truck, because what's better with infinite mass than, well, not a boat, but yeah, that'll do. That'll do, and then we'll start nearish the area, grab infinite mass, and oh, I've only gone and started without even putting invincibility on, because I'm just that kind of guy. I'm like, I can survive this. You know, glory of gaining it up. Right, options. Cheats. Immunity on, invincibility on, unlimited ammo. Literally every cheat in the world is on. I'm going to grab a big old truck. Give me the truck. I'm going to go to the start point over here and we're going to wreck some people's day. It loads pretty fast. For the amount of stuff it's loading, it does load pretty fast. So we just need to go back on ourselves a little bit. I assume this is going to be a good car to have infinite mass. It's already got quite a lot of mass as it is, so giving it even more mass might be pretty dangerous. So we're going to need to take the right up here. I don't really know my way around Istanbul. It's a little bit of a maze to me. It's an amazing place, you could say. You know, if you were trying to make a bad pun, for instance. Gonna have to do the house in the dark again. I don't feel good about that. Right, here we go. Stop. Jump out the truck. We'll just leave it there. It's fine. No one really has parking spaces in Istanbul. It's just a free-for-all. Now where did we go? Went through that door. Yes. Okay, that's good. Went down the stairs. Back around on ourselves. Down these stairs. Infinite mass mode. Back up the stairs. There we go, look at that. We're a pro already. And then we got caught on a door frame. Because if you say you're a pro, then you immediately get caught on a door frame. Here we go. All the mass. All of the mass. So there's no damage on the vehicle, you'll notice. That it just does not damage. Because all of the mass is on. There goes there goes a taxi. Then someone's dropping from the ceiling because we're driving a bit fast. So what now if we go into oncoming traffic? You can't damage me! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There used to be more cars on the road, really. Where did he go? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? That man in a van. See you later, mate. Oh, he's gone flying. It's absolute carnage here in Istanbul. We'll let the motorcyclist go for now. Another one has escaped. Doesn't really affect pedestrians so much. It's mainly cars. Oh, we've gone over him. We've gone over him. I might need a new car. I might just need a new car. I'm gonna grab a new car now. Just binned it into the water. What about on a motor? I wonder if it works on a motorcycle. There's only one way to find out. He's a baddie, so he would have shot us if he'd have been alive. Does infinite mass work on a motorcycle? I can't remember, so guess it's time to find out in the best way possible. The answer's yes. The answer is a resounding yes. The only thing is sometimes you lose speed once you hit something. But yeah, basically, we're in an invincible motorcycle. See you later. See you later. This is the life. See what we can do. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not the sea again. Tanner, why are you obsessed with the sea? Pavements are still our mortal enemy. Like, can't hit the curb. I think news has spread of our infinite mass because no one seems to want to go up against us. Oh, this guy does. You want to challenge me? It's an open challenge. It's the Aussie Open Challenge. Who's going to go up against me? Not this guy. See you later, mate. Nearly went in the sea. Now, if we hit lampposts, because they're super solid, they can actually, just people spawning out of the air in the distance. Lampposts can still knock us off our bike. What grade does Nay get? C-. I see what you did there, Preston. I see it. And I like it, alright? Motorcycles are harder to interact with because you have to hit them absolutely dead on. See if we can find a motorcycle disc to knock off. Well, hey! Taxi! Motorcyclists are so hard to align yourself with. It's like let's do it. Let's get up behind this guy and Pontorino. Punterino. There he goes. What about a bus? Oh, give me the bus. Give me the bus. I want a bus. We just need to... This endless bit of fence has trapped us for too long. Just going to wait for this bus. It's like waiting for a real bus. Be faster just to come at it this way. What's that, Mr. Driver? You don't go past my house. No, it's unacceptable, mate. Unacceptable. Walls still hurt though. Bit of bus on bus action. Don't mind if I do. She's stuck in a cart. I mean, she was stuck there before we interacted with her, let alone after. Fences still pretty hard. Let's just pop on out of here. Oh, hey, bus. There he goes. Didn't see Jason coming. Get it? Cause he's a pole. I hope that was a good joke. Now, what if we interact with a tram? Because trams are pretty solid. And as I recall, you can't actually crash a car into a tram. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Curious enough to roam the tram tracks, perhaps. Now, I don't think you can knock a tram... For goodness sake, man. I don't think you can knock a tram off its route, so I don't know if this is going to work. The camera's just having... Driv3r, why are you broken? Why are you broken? Who hurt you, Driv3r? Was it reflections? Just going to do Tan's little... Let's grab another motorcycle. It's just hilarious to have infinite mass on a motorcycle. Don't back up, I'm trying to steal your motorcycle. Or the kid... Whoa, 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 whoa. Infinite motorcycle stealing wars. Oh, Driv3r, you're the funniest game in the world. Sort of. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just a bit sad. Infinite mass versus a tram. Who wins? Place your bets now, while I find a tram. It's the tram. The tram wins. Weirdly, the bike doesn't get damaged, so it's kind of like a stalemate. It's like when the immovable object meets the unstoppable force. It's just like, what? Nothing happens. Anyway, we've been going for 2 hours now, so it's about time to bid you all goodbye. But let's just have a bit more fun while I do the outro, you know? We're going to have a bit more infinite mass fun. If you've enjoyed this video, follow us on Twitch, subscribe to us on Twitch, leave us a little tip, do whatever you want to do, you know? It's all, the content will always be free. We're just grateful for any of your subscriptions or follows or whatever you can do. Go and subscribe on YouTube. Watch our videos there as well. We got other stuff, plenty of content to keep you content. If you've enjoyed this Driv3r stream, then cheers for sticking around. I've been Nay. As always, I'm always Nay. That's just who I am. But yeah, hopefully we've shown that Driv3r isn't a bad game. It's just one where you can sort of gain infinite mass and have a bit of fun. Like, the glitches are more fun than the actual game. But it's not a bad thing. It's probably a good thing. It's for the best. We're going to do one more infinite mass and then we're going to call it a night. So thank you for joining me. And yeah, watch this bus fly across the road. Because it really shouldn't be doing that, but it is. And that's the beauty of Driv3r. I'll see you next time in the Armbar arcade.